Welcome to Northland Basketball. Presented by Sports Zone Radio. Exclusive coverage of Navajo Nation and White Mountains varsity basketball online at sportszone123.com and on the Sports Zone Radio smartphone app. And now, it's time for Northland Basketball.
Hi, basketball fans. Welcome into Chinle's Wildcat Den, and welcome to tonight's broadcast of Northland Basketball, presented exclusively at the Sports Zone and presented to you by Choice NTUA Wireless. Welcome into the final Friday of the regular season of basketball in the 3A North and around the state, for that matter. Welcome to the Wildcat Den, where they're getting ready for the national anthem and the start of our ceremonies tonight. The presentation of colors, as they do so patriotically and so well here at Chinle and so often. And we've got a packed house here. I mean, this matchup tonight, the highly ranked Chinle Wildcats, the home team, the host team, the Lady Wildcats, ranked number 14 in the state, and they're taking on the number 9 ranked Monument Valley Mustangs, who have done nothing in this but get better and better in this month of January. A big, big month. Meanwhile, out on the floor here at Chinle, it is time for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars
Thank you, Hannah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's so wonderful to be blessed with beautiful young people, young natives within our nation that sings like that does a lot of wonderful things like that. We are proud of these young individuals, ladies and gentlemen. She'll be leaving us this year, Hannah Benali. Well, ladies and gentlemen, remain standing until the colors have been taken out into the tunnel. Again, at this time, we'd like to say thank you to all our veterans, our police officers, security officers, our firemen, our frontline workers. Thank you very much for keeping us safe and free. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's show time here in the Wildcat Den. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. Basketball fans, are you ready for a showdown here tonight? Again, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for a showdown? Well, ladies and gentlemen, Monument Valley Mustang fans, here in town. Your Mustangs coached by Jason Franklin, assisted by Michelle Tudicini. Also, Ryan DeGay and Landon Nelson. Your starting lineup for your Mustangs. A junior playing the guard position wearing number 10, Letitia Mute. A senior playing the guard position wearing number 15, Jazana Miles. A senior playing the wing position wearing number 24, Keleana Maria Mayapa. A senior playing the wing position wearing number 30, Corey Sandoval. A junior playing the guard position wearing number 40, Kieran Mann. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Chinle Wildcat fans, are you here? Welcome fans. Your Chinle Wildcats coached by Francine McCurtain, assisted by Deborah Tosi, Ned Curley, and Isla Brown. And Lenny Jones. Okay, starting lineup 4, your Wildcat, a senior, playing the guard position, wearing number 1, Elena Anderson. A senior, playing the guard position, wearing number 24, Nevaeh Jishi. A senior, playing the point guard position, wearing number 30, Hanika Nez. A senior playing the forward position wearing number 35, Leona Dan. A senior playing the forward position wearing number 40, Georgia Blackwell. Ladies and gentlemen, our official for tonight will be for girls varsity, Alma Murray, Chad Watson.
Well, that is the voice of Alfred Nelson, the famous public address announcer here at the Wildcat Den, giving you the starting lineups. You got to go through all of that. The national anthem sung by Hannah Benally tonight. What a great job she did, and this place is pretty well packed. I mean, you know, for a regular season game, you can't expect a sellout, can you? We got a great game for you. Chinle hosting Monument Valley tonight in this broadcast of Northland basketball. My name is Floyd Simmons, and I'm going to put the crowd here tonight at about 60%, something like that. That's a big, big number at any rate. And they have traveled well from Monument Valley. There's plenty of red up there in the crowd to represent these Mustangs. And for the Wildcats, you see a lot of black, a lot of dark gray, and that beautiful dark gray home uniform that the beautiful dark gray home road uniforms for Monument Valley. They're sporting those tonight. The home team in the whites, Chinle, and we're underway with the opening tip controlled by Monument Valley, the 9th-ranked Monument Valley Mustangs, who get a couple of shots on it, miss both those. Here's another, and their third try will come up empty. That last try, Jazana Miles, unable to make it happen, and Chinle takes over. Try to get this scoreless start. Unscoreless. How does that sound? Here's a little shovel pass outside the paint. And dribbling into the paint is Nevaeh Jishi, and Nevaeh unable to make her shot. So both teams come up empty on their first opportunities here tonight from the Wildcat Den. There's a launch from downtown. That is Corey Sandoval's first try. That's going to be no good. And it's out of bounds, belonging to the Wildcats. So we get it going again. We are less than a week away from the start of the 3A North Region basketball tournament next Thursday, Friday, Saturday in Window Rock. Be prepared for some difficulty in the parking situation. As much of the parking lot is being used up because of the construction activities going on at Window Rock for the new football arena that they are building. And when I say arena, it's an outdoor facility. It's not an indoor arena. Don't get that idea. Hey, there's the first score of the day. Letitia Mute able to get that one off the glass and in the bucket for Monument Valley. They lead 2-0. And as we approach the 6-minute mark in the first quarter, we're going to get a whole bunch of new ladies in the game for the Wildcats. Letitia Mute, who scored the opening points a moment ago for Monument Valley, now picks up her first foul of the game. First team foul on Monument Valley. There go a bunch of those Lady Wildcats. Senior night. So you had a bunch of seniors starting the game here for the Wildcats. You heard that introduction a few moments ago by Alfred Nelson, the public address announcer. And the first shot attempt for the junior, Koa Yazi, is good. And she evens up the game 2-2. And we'll get a turnover, or nope, we're going to get an offensive foul on Monument Valley. I looked up for just a moment and didn't exactly see who it was, but I guess it was Shoni Mayava that made contact to pick up her first foul of the game. You'll see it right here. Somewhat see it right there, and that'll give the ball to the Wildcats and see if they can get their first lead here in this one with 6:09 on the clock in the first quarter. The Wildcats inbound the ball, and they'll bring it up into front court. Shot from three. Nope, that's going to be partially blocked by Shoni Mayava. Koa Yazi brought it down, and then she'll get whistled for a travel. So we'll give the ball back to Monument Valley. Thanks for joining us, basketball fans, from the Den, from the Wildcat Den, the original of the ginormous arenas up here, and then Winter Rock followed suit after that. I don't know the exact number this place holds, but I think 6,500 is a pretty good guess. And then in Winter Rock, I think it's 6,501. What a great defensive play, and a travel that didn't get called. Great defensive play. Jaden Lynch stole it, and Georgia Vasquez took a feed from her. Assist to Jaden, and Georgia's got her first points today for the Wildcats. As they bring some early energy here, and they lead for a moment. Not going to last. Corey Sandoval splashes that big three from downtown and give the lead back to Monument Valley. 5-4 here in the early going, and a pass stolen by Shoni Mayava. She's got a little 2-on-2 going. Shot blocked. Jazana Miles followed, no good. And Jazana, I think, lost her glasses. She did. Was that Koa? Koa following? Yeah, she got a big smile on her face. She followed, and she slapped that one away. She likes the feel of that. You can bet. You can count on it. Take another look right here. The follow, Jazana will get it. And Koa, well, she's a great volleyball player. That looked like Koa was spiking the volleyball there for a moment. And the big defensive play, not just bringing out a smile from Koa, but this crowd loved it as well. Here's a bounce pass inside. First chance to handle the ball for DeJoan White. And immediately fouled from behind as Corey Sandoval came over and tried to make sure that one of the best post players in the region is not going to have a easy look at the basket. So the foul inbound to Koa. That one's going to be partially blocked, maybe blocked by, looked like the lady that came in from behind was Kaylee Manigoats, making a defensive play for the Mustangs and giving them this opportunity. Run it up, shot no good. Rebound back to Corey Sandoval, and she'll step back outside the arc with it. Now into the paint, and Karen Mann with a head fake, and Karen reacts to making her first basket of the game. Nice move by Karen Mann, and Monument Valley in front 7-4. Up the floor, controlled by Nevaeh Jishi. Jaden Lynch now outside. Georgia Vasquez for three. That's off the back iron, and that will be brought down by Karen Mann, and then she'll lose it out of bounds. Well, the official's going to say somebody got a hand on it. So the Mustangs indeed do get control of the basketball. Senior night at Chinle, and they honored, I didn't get a chance to pay attention to all of it, but they honored at least the cheerleaders, and it has a shot block by Nevaeh Jishi. Wildcats have the basketball. DeJoan White up the floor. Jaden Lynch to the corner. And she is fouled. Boy, I tell you, we've seen a lot of games this year where there wasn't a lot of fouls called. This game, we're seeing a lot of whistles early already. 5 team fouls on Monument Valley. That'll produce a bonus 2-shot opportunity with 3:30 remaining in the first quarter. Jaden Lynch at the line, and that one rolls off.
Second in for Chinle will be number 3, Mr. Williams.
So I was saying back on talking about senior night, they honored the cheerleaders. I thought I caught some discussion about the wrestling team. We may have just gotten a foul whistled on DeJohn White. Either that or it was a lane violation. Maybe it was that. Lane violation. And so the free throw is not going to count. And with 3:20 on the clock, the ball belongs to Monument Valley, still in front by 3 right here. They honored cheerleaders, wrestling, and the basketball teams as well. And then because, it's homecoming. Well, not homecoming. Maybe it is homecoming, but for sure it's senior night. I know that for sure. As you watch Koa Yazi almost come up with the steal. Stepped on the line in the corner. Koa's having a great start, energetic start to her night. So because of, the celebration, as they do, all these kids, there were dozens of kids out there on the floor from all these teams, cheerleaders and wrestlers and basketball players and who knows who else were out there on the floor running around. And it's the voice of the official there. That's Neil Yazi. And you're getting inside the conversation right there, which doesn't normally happen. You don't normally get to hear what the officials are saying and talking about. It's not like football where they mic up the referee sometimes and then you get a chance to hear what the official has to say. So we're going to get a foul. Looks like a personal foul on Koa Yazi. Well, they called something on Koa, and I don't know what that was, because they're not registering that on the big board. Meanwhile, step back, long 3 is good for Corey Sandoval. Corey has got 2 early 3-pointers for the Mustangs. Koa wants the answer, can't get it. Rebound, DeJohn White, and she is unable to make her follow, and then taps it to the opponents. Kieran Mann comes up with that one. 10-4 is our score. Kaylee Meny goes to the high post. Now the corner. It's on the way, and it's good again for Corey Sandoval. What a start for Corey. Somebody has got to cover her defensively, and I think that's exactly what Coach McCurtain is going to talk about with her ladies, the Wildcats. They call a timeout, and we'll take one as well as you look again at the beautiful release. And the big shot is good for Corey Sandoval, and Monument Valley in front 13-4. Stand by. Northland basketball presented by Choice, NTUA Wireless.
With Choice NTUA Wireless, you can work, stream, surf, and play with the full power of our broadband service. We have expanded our network for more coverage and improved internet plans for your home. Visit one of our Choice NTUA Wireless locations nearest you to get started. Give us a call at 928-730-2273 or go online now to choice-wireless.com/broadband and order your home internet connection today. Choice NTUA Wireless. Navajo owned, Navajo proud.
Thank you to Choice Wireless for their sponsoring partnership of Northland basketball. And back into the action here with 2:14 remaining in the first quarter. A comfortable early lead for Monument Valley, 13-4, and you can credit the vast majority of that to Corey Sandoval. She is on fire out there. 3 threes made, and I want to watch her keep shooting. Koa Yazi picks her up defensively. Somebody going to try to shut her down. Now that's going to give Kieran Mann a chance to work inside. Her shot is off the iron. Two great matchups out there. That Sandoval versus Koa Yazi matchup. And then inside, Kieran Mann for the Mustangs. And this young lady right here with her first bucket. And it's a three, a big three, DeJohn White. So that's a big basket for the Wildcats to... Well, that's the how many consecutive was that for the Mustangs? A bunch. And there's a nice mid-range dribble in, pull up, jump shot is good for Karen Mann. Karen's got that shot down. Looks good shooting it, too. And I think that's a great sign. Karen is certainly going to be capable if she chooses to play at the next level. And I think that the higher level that becomes available to her, the highest possibility she might get to would require her to be playing, a 1, 2, or 3 position. She's got to be able to shoot that shot. She's got to be able to handle the basketball, and she can do all those things. Though you get to see her a lot of the time for the Mustangs, she is going to be playing that post position. Good battle inside between her and DeJoan White. Good battle on the outside. Between Koa and Corey. Georgia Vasquez returns to the lineup for the Wildcats. She just now replaced Alyssa Williams. 15-6 with exactly 1 minute remaining in the first quarter. Looks like they have made that I thought that was a 3 a while ago by DeJoan. They turned that into a 2-point basket. 15-6. So the teams were tied. Well, actually, it was 4-3 the Wildcats. And then a 10-0 run put together by the Mustangs before finally the DeJoan White jump shot a while ago. There's a steal. It's Corey Sandoval making a defensive play after we've seen her hit a couple of big threes. Long outlet pass, tracked down by Kaylee Menigoats. This Mustangs team really looks good, don't they? I mean, they look like they are put together real well here at the start of February. And the first point's now for Skylin Ray as she speedily goes through that paint. Found her with a pass. She made it good. Now a rebound to Karen Mann. She is fouled by the Wildcats. So it's all Mustangs early on in this one. Jaden Lynch, first foul of the game. Reset for Monument Valley on an inbound with 1.7 seconds left in the quarter. We'll see if they've got enough time to do something right here. Taking a look. Inbound pass knocked away by Koa. That burned off a half a second. So now 1.2 remaining. Making it that much more difficult to catch. Get a good look and release toward the basket for the Mustangs. Inbound and a overhead shot. The long softball throw by Karen Mann. That comes up short. And that's how the first quarter ends. The Mustangs, what a start for them. And Corey Sandoval with the 3 threes to pace that team. Our score here, 17-6. The second quarter up next. Northland basketball presented by Choice, NTUA Wireless.
With Choice NTUA Wireless, you can work, stream, surf, and play with the full power of our broadband service. We have expanded our network for more coverage and improved internet plans for your home. Visit one of our Choice NTUA Wireless locations nearest you to get started. Give us a call at 928-730-2273 or go online now to choice-wireless.com/broadband and order your home internet connection today. Choice NTUA Wireless. Navajo-owned, Navajo proud.
Holbrook Family Dentistry is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio's Northland Basketball. They've been serving Holbrook and the surrounding area since 2000, and they cheer for all our local teams and love it when the North succeeds. Holbrook Family Dentistry's 3 dentists are all general dentists from our local area, so they can perform most type of procedures in-house. They pride themselves on their ethics and kindness and genuinely love working with the communities of Northern Arizona. Come see us at Holbrook Family Dentistry on Iowa Street in Holbrook or call 928-524-6854.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. Let's get the second quarter underway at the Wildcat Den. Our score at Monument Valley 17, Chinle 6 on this broadcast of Northland basketball. I want to say thank you, and I want to also say thank you to our technical director. That's Julio K, because Julio has opted to give up his seat for a moment so that I can bring on a guest. Julio, that was awfully sweet of you. Do that. Floyd Simmons here on the play-by-play call, and I am joined by the head coach of the Navajo Tech Skyhawks. His name is Rob Floco. Hey, Coach.
How you doing?
Well, I'm doing great, man. How about you?
Well, it was an interesting drive here. I think I got rain, snow, sleet, sun, And then I was able to get in here and say hello to you. First of all, congratulations to your AIA Hall of Fame.
Well, thank you, Coach. I appreciate that. That means a lot. And a big reason why that is even possible or happening is because of this right here. What you're watching and what you're seeing, the coverage that the Sports Zone provides across the Navajo Nation, Northland basketball, all that stuff. So thrilled about that. Here is Koa Yazi fouled and headed to the free throw line for the Wildcats, and the lady that picks up her first foul is Kaylee Menigoats. Well, Coach Floco, hey, get another shot over here, Derek, if you don't mind, real quick here. I know we want to take a look. So here's me, there's Coach Floco, and here's our technical director, Julio K. He's on his knees. He gave up his chair so that I could talk to Coach Floco. That is good.
Appreciate it,
that's
buddy.
That's a team
player right there.
That is a team player. All right, and that's kind of what's expected around here. That was a great job. So, meanwhile, let's just mention to you that both foul shots are good for Koa as we get the second quarter started. And the lead is 9 points for Monument Valley. Well, Coach Floco, thanks for stepping in, spending a little bit of time. Navajo Tech, you guys are having a pretty good year. Tell me about your thoughts on where the team is right now.
You know, we're part of the New Southwest Conference, and we're 4-3. We're in the hunt to be playing in March, which is exciting. Any time of year, we still got about 7 more games, and the good thing is we're evolving as a program after that real tough schedule, and we're excited about where we're going in the direction, especially in year 2.
Coach, I know you want to field the most competitive team that you can put on the court. You want success. You want your student athletes to achieve success, and you've got a couple of players that are well known here on the Navajo Nation out there. Hell, Brandon Maijo is one of the all-time, Northland basketball stars. One of my all-time favorite people in the world. Love that kid. And Quinn Arizona. I'll never say his last name right, but Quinn Q. As you watch Dijon White with the bucket. Well done by Chinle. And a timeout taken by Monument Valley. We're just going to stay right here through the timeout and talk to Coach Floco. Quinn and Brandon, talk to me about your team and talk to me about any particular emphasis you have on bringing in the best kids off of the Navajo Nation that you can bring into your program.
Well, first of all, that's the reason I'm here tonight. I want to see the talent. We know Harvey has a lot of potential.
Josiah Harvey. Yep.
And we know Colbay, I'm going to forget his name now. Let me do it. Burbank. Sorry, I was going to say Colbank.
Shea Burbank.
He's been injured, and we know he's kind of getting over the hump right now, and so I wanted to kind of see him in person. As far as Navajo Nation in college basketball, we got an unbelievable platform at Navajo Tech. 2 good examples of that is Quinn, obviously. He's a 6'6" junior. He's a great shooter.
That's Cooper Burbank right there,
by
the way.
There he is right there.
That's Shay's brother.
Yeah, I actually recruited him when I was at SAGU, so
Did you?
I'll say hello to him later.
Right.
But, the biggest thing with Al Brandon is going to think that he played high school basketball last year, and he's averaging about 22 points a game. He actually made Player of the Week in our conference 2 weeks ago. So to see him excel and grow and develop in his game, like you said, his work ethic, his toughness, and his ability to adapt has really helped our program.
At the free throw line for Monument Valley is Letitia Mute. Letitia is able to get 1 of those, 2 to fall. Great bounce for her. Coach Floco, when you first came out to this area, I don't know how long ago that was then, you said you recruited Cooper. So when was the first time you got to see the Wildcat Den? First time you
I think it was
set foot in this place?
Yeah, about 5 years ago.
5
years ago, and nothing's changed.
What was that like for you? Well, your first experience that you heard about, you knew what to expect, but I don't think anything prepares you for walking in the doors the first time.
No, it definitely. When you think about college arenas, right? They're playing in a better arena than I was coaching them many nights. So just the atmosphere, the support that Navajo Nation has, people like yourself who's committed to bring in, create a platform at the highest level. But as far as the facility, just top-notch people, from the ticketing to the security to the staff, everything's first class.
Tell me about your team, the Skyhawks, and how it's going with the, building momentum with the fans, the turnout, and what's your vision for the program over there?
We want, you want to build a program.
We could be brothers, by the way. Look at that. Look at the screen right there.
Wow.
Could we not be brothers? I mean, he's clearly the better-looking brother, but
I might be 1 or 2 years younger.
we could be. Yeah. It's father-son is what it is. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
I didn't mean to insult you, Coach.
No, yeah, that was a compliment, actually.
Father-son.
As far as what we're building, the momentum, it's literally one day at a time. We had over 20 away games this year. Obviously, next year we're going to want to flip that and maybe go 500 to make sure we can get to our base. The good thing is we got out to, we came here to play. We went to Newcomb. We went to Gallup this year. So we were able to reach. We actually just partnered with Fort Lewis. We're actually going to be in the youth reservation next year up north. And so we still want to do community outreach, but we obviously like to get a little better home base.
We're talking with Rob Floco. He is the head coach of Navajo Tech. The men's program.
Yeah.
They're not going to like that, are they?
No.
It's the men's program, the men's team at Navajo Tech. You watch Karen Mann do a nice job with the one-hand push shot in the paint.
We got to get some of these young ladies over at Navajo Tech. I'm going to tell you that right now. They're building their program, and they kind of had a late start this year, and so I can promise you that's one of the reasons I'm here. Also, just kind of to be supportive and say, hey, Navajo Nation, NTU is going to be interested in you in the years to come as well.
I get that for sure. There's a foul on Monument Valley. We'll send DeJoan White to the line. Let's see who gets credit for it. And that's one of the young ladies in off the bench. One of the new young ladies on the roster there from Monument Valley. I'll have to get a name attached to that jersey number 14. That's Chenoa Gray. Gray's first foul of the game. And this is a free throw made by DeJoan White. She's got 5 points in this first half. 20-11 the score. Monument Valley in front of Chinle. Well, Coach, let's talk for a moment about the process, okay? Let's talk about how kids get on your radar screen. And then what is it like? Give me just a thought on day-to-day student life for kids that go to Navajo Tech.
Well, first of all, the recruiting process is a lot easier now than it was 20 years ago because we got social media and people like yourself and others that they're getting live video year-round. Obviously, the more the student athletes can do outside of just their league or just their AIA experience, obviously going to make them a better basketball player. So the day-to-day operation of the commitment to work out 365 days, bigger, stronger, faster. Those are things that I feel are the biggest steps and biggest transitions. Even for our Brandon this year, we do 6 in the morning workouts. Out of 180 days, we did it for 150 days. And I know at the high school level, with their, you're juggling so many different schedules and things like that. Maybe that commitment is not offered as much. But so the work ethic is number one, and then number two is the drill work, the development piece. You've got to be able to be fundamental. 1 ball reversal at the high school level, 3 ball reversals at the college level. And so I think what a lot of our student athletes within the transition from high school to college is definitely that discipline piece where you got to be able to execute.
Moment ago, that DeJoan White jump shot made it 23-14. Chinle down 9 after that, and Letitia Mute just rips the ball away.
Strong.
She'll bring it up, turn, and with, I don't think she could see the basket as she turned and made that shot.
That was a great shot.
She gets the defensive stat and then the bucket on the offensive end for Monument Valley as they continue their mastery in the first half. Up by 11 right now. Kowayazi pull up. That's going to rim off no good. And there is DeJoan White's follow, no good there. It's the Mustangs with the ball. I'm talking with Rob Floco, the head coach of the Navajo Tech Skyhawks men's basketball program, located in New Mexico.
Crown Point. We're at Crown Point.
Not far away.
No.
Not far away. So a kid, a student athlete that chooses to go there is going to. They're just not going to have to travel a long way. They get, family. It's easy for family to come and watch games, home games for sure. Let me ask you then about this element. If you were speaking to these young athletes out there and the parents of these kids listening and watching right now, and they want 2 or 3 things that they can be doing as sophomores, juniors, seniors in high school to make themselves ready for a program like yours or to go play any level of college basketball, what are 2 or 3 things you would tell them they should be doing as high school kids?
Well, I'm going to say number 1 is the education piece, right? A lot of student athletes get eliminated just on the fact that they don't show up every day and do it. Now with that, step 2 is if you're going to go to school every day, then you need to work out every day as well. Also, I love the res tournaments. I love the exposure that they get. But I also think there's an aspect of them stepping out of their boundary and being able to play in those national AAU events so that way they can see different type of student athletes that they're going to compete against. I think the physicality piece is the other third piece of it. You got to get bigger, stronger, faster. Do not take off. You got to get in that weight room. It's a must. I think you saw quickly, even when we were playing Hillcrest Prep, 3 months ago, just the physical piece of it. A hand check is not a hand check at this level. It's almost beat up and drag out. So with the weight room, I also think you get mentally stronger as well. So academics, work ethic, and get out there and get exposed to as much basketball as you can.
I'm glad you reminded them about the weight room, Coach, and the academics part for sure, okay? My son, who's got a pretty high GPA, is a senior in high school right now, and he's being recruited by some colleges to play football. And he's got a great GPA, don't get me wrong, but he's also on the borderline for one particular school who's offering a lot of academic support. He is on the very borderline of whether or not he gets a scholarship from them that's valued at more than $20,000 just for the GPA.
Wow.
Just for no other qualification, just for the GPA that he has. And he is right on the edge. So what kind of conversations do you think me and him are having every night?
You better take that second AP course
yeah.
in the spring.
He is dedicated to the weight room, my son is. I mean, every single night he's in the weight room and he's working hard. He's making great gains. Okay, that's awesome. And that's going to make him a better football player. But you got to get that scholarship, right?
No doubt.
You got to get it. And that's my main concern. And what I tell him above all, you have to get that grade, right? You got to get those grades.
I mean, in Navajo Tech, if nobody knows about it, I mean, if you have a CIB alone, it's about $35 to $45 a credit hour. But we add on another $500 academic scholarship, and that is GPA based. So if you get a 2.5 and above, you basically pay for your whole fall and spring semester.
Just a 2.5. That's so doable.
No doubt. And and you think about what your son is involved. He's probably 3.5, 3.8, 4.0.
3.75.
There you go. So, it was funny. We were talking last night, me and my wife, and we were watching the University of San Diego game, and she goes, well, why don't they look like the Pac-12? And I said, not to say the Pac-12 is any less, but every one of those student athletes got a 4.0 over there, or if not, they wouldn't be playing college basketball.
Yeah.
So I understand totally what you're saying.
Yeah, great points to make, Coach, and I want to make sure that the parents are reinforcing those at all times with their kids. I mean, grades, as you said, the weight room. The weight room is so important. It is so important, and I would like to see more emphasis out here on the Navajo Nation with the weight room.
Right. When we recruit a lot of these student athletes, like I look at and I'm sure you look at the rosters, 6'3", 160, that's not where they're going to be able to play at. They're going to be 185, 205, just because, like you said, the physicality piece of it. Also, you got to remember, you can be wiry and strong, but when you're in the weight room, you also get mentally tough. And I think that's a big piece of this. Failure is not an option at this level. You have to be able to produce. And playing time is predicated on that. So if you think about the weight room, it's all combined together as one. You can't leave a piece out of the puzzle.
That's a great point. There was a little fadeaway missed by the Wildcats. They get it back. The runner no good. Time running out here in this first half. We're down to 28.9 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report is on the way. We get a whistle and a foul on Georgia Vasquez. And that's Georgia's first foul today. Coach, I'm gonna let you hang here right to the end of the quarter.
Yeah,
here.
no, I'm
okay.
excited. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Yeah, and I really appreciate you stopping in. When I got the word that you were going to be here today at the game, I certainly wanted to see if we could have a talk with you. And I know you'd like to make as many inroads as possible with the athletes and teams on the Navajo Nation. I think you're doing a great service for them, and I certainly think the opportunity for them to play at your school, and not every kid can. I mean, it's not for every kid. You want the best of the best.
Yeah, well, a good example is we brought in 23 student athletes, and I'll say 4 of them decided that at the fall break it wasn't for them. Somewhere between the academic, the dedication and commitment, and the weight room, believe it or not, some of those student athletes made decisions not to play. So I think everybody has aspirations to do it. I'm going to let you finish this last 9 seconds, then I'll talk.
Let's do this. 5 seconds left, everybody. The Wildcats scrambling, ball loose, time running down, and we're going to get a jump ball, a Monument Valley inbound coming up after that change of possession with 1.6 seconds. Boy, that's going to be a tough ask to get a shot away with that time, and they're just not going to even take a shot at it. We finished the half 29-14, and the last word to you, Coach Floco.
Well, I just want to say thank you once again. We're trying to do something different. When we say we're trailblazers out here, literally creating opportunities for student athletes for Navajo Nation, that's what NTU is all about. And I appreciate your support and your invitation to visit with you, and I'm just excited to sit here for the next hour and 2 hours and enjoy basketball. I don't have to coach tonight, so I'm excited about that. But we'll be running camps, we'll be running clinics, we're going to do outreach to different high schools so we can, keep getting exposure and introducing the college game. As you can imagine, the seniors are great, but our future is those freshmen and those sophomores and those juniors, and we want to do a better job doing community outreach and teach them that skill development so they have something to work on through the years.
What's the easiest way for parents and student athletes to reach out to you?
Just go to our website, our athletic website. My email address is r.floco, F-L-O-C-O, at navajotech.edu. And you can feel free. I'm an open book, as you always know. I'm transparent, and that's why I'm here tonight. So I just want to make sure everybody knows that we're gonna keep creating opportunities for student athletes at Navajo Nation.
Awesome, Coach. Before you leave, I want you to turn around because I'm going to ask one of these young ladies, would you take a picture of us? Yeah, flip it this way, like this. No, one more. Perfect. And hold on, Coach. Let me grab the. Don't you want to be seen with
yes, sir. This guy's unbelievable
with
here.
the trophy.
My stepdad.
Perfect. Thank you.
Hey, that's many years of investment right there. So you can't take away that. So congratulations.
Thanks, man.
I mean that.
Thanks, Coach.
And if you ever need anything from me, maybe next year we get you a couple times.
Right on. We'll do our best. Reach out to us early. Let's look at that schedule. We highly enjoyed coming out there to Gallup High School covering Navajo Tech before the high school basketball season. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Can't wait to do it again, Coach.
Yeah, thank you again. And
you got it, man.
I'm always here.
All right, Rob Floco, the head coach of Navajo Tech University. And he's here in the house. Go shake his hand, say hello, and make some inroads. Contact him about your student athlete and the possibility of playing college basketball at their university. We're going to grab a timeout and break it down on the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report next. Stand by. It is 29-14. Monument Valley leading Chinle in this girls varsity game. Northland basketball presented by Choice NTUA Wireless.
You may qualify for free internet with Choice NTUA Wireless. If you already have Choice Tribal Lifeline, then you may also qualify for a free home internet connection with the Affordable Connectivity Program. Visit one of our Choice NTUA Wireless locations nearest you to get started. Give us a call at 928-730-2273 or go online now to choice-wireless.com/ACP and get qualified for a free internet connection today. Choice NTUA Wireless. Navajo owned, Navajo proud.
The team at Beeman Well Drilling is like a great football team. They work hard, they work as a team, and they play to win. Their reputation is second to none, and they proudly call the White Mountains their home, even though they complete projects throughout the entire southwestern United States and beyond. No project is too big or too small for Beeman Well Drilling, so when the time comes for you to punch a hole in the ground, remember the White Mountains' top well drilling team, Beeman Well Drilling. Call anytime, 928-205-7647. Go deep with Beeman Well Drilling.
We get it. The last thing you probably want is a trip to the hospital. But the first thing you should consider is where you'll receive the best healthcare experience. At White Mountain Regional Medical Center, located in Springerville, we strive to be the community's preferred healthcare provider. Need a home doctor visit, a wellness appointment, or to utilize the latest CT and MRI technology? Our professionally trained staff will care for you with empathy and purpose. White Mountain Regional Medical Center is your healthcare partner when choices matter.
Every home has a story to tell, and your furniture sets the stage. From classic to contemporary, farmhouse to European, the Furniture Gallery will match your taste with the perfect centerpiece or accent. Make each room in your home a place to gather, connect, and create lasting memories. The Furniture Gallery doesn't just sell furniture. They deliver comfort, quality, and unparalleled customer service. The Furniture Gallery, located in Snowflake, helps make a house a home, and they'll do whatever it takes to make you a customer for life.
When exactness is ordered, Hatch Concrete will deliver. We provide ready-mix concrete for any size job, from the do-it-yourself project to the professional construction project, delivering a variety of aggregate to suit your concrete or construction needs from granite to cinders. Hatch Concrete is not just another ready-mix concrete company. We provide quality service, quality concrete, concrete pumping, and Fox blocks where quality is not just a name, but a tradition. At Hatch Concrete, this mud's for you.
What can you do for that special Valentine in your life? How about take them out for a romantic steak dinner at Cattleman's Steakhouse, followed by 2 movie tickets to the WME theaters. Then let them know their name is in the hat to win a Valentine adventure they will never forget. Premium VIP front row tickets to Blake Shelton live in concert with special guests Dustin Lynch and Emily Ann Roberts. And if it couldn't get any better, add $1,000 cash. Happy Valentine's Day. If you have a broken windshield, call the experts at Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint and treat your Valentine to steak dinner, the movies, and a shot at front row tickets to see Blake Shelton live in concert and $1,000 cash. Call today.
536-5972 Mountain Mobile Auto Glass cash back to you. Woohoo!
Welcome to the Mountain Mobile Halftime. A complete first half breakdown of tonight's Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week broadcast. This is the Mountain Mobile Halftime.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to halftime here at the Wildcat Den. Game 1, the girls' game, is well underway. Halftime here, and the score: Monument Valley, the visitor, 29, Chinle, 14. Welcome back, everybody. It's Northland basketball presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. Now the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report. Well, the rankings starting the night. The home team, the Wildcats, ranked number 14 in the state. And Monument Valley ranked right now number 9 in 3A basketball. And how about the standings in the 3A North, which is most important for purposes of seeding the upcoming 3A North Region basketball tournament that will be held next Thursday, Friday, Saturday in Window Rock. We'll be there providing wall-to-wall coverage of basketball here at the Sports Zone. Current standings for the girls in the 3A North. The Page Lady Sand Devils, we get to see them in just a bit. They are tied with Window Rock. Both teams have a 9-2 record. in the region. Monument Valley comes in at 5-5. There's no danger of a team not called Window Rock or Page in getting the number 1 seed for the tournament or the number 2 seed. That's going to belong to either Page or Window Rock. Monument Valley at 5-5 is in a deadlock with Chinle to try to get the number 3 seed. Monument Valley at 5-5 right now. Chinle is 5-6. Chinle would drop to 5-7 if this score holds up in the second half. Monument Valley would move above 500 in the region at 6-5 then. So following those two teams, and currently in 5th place in the North, is Tuba City at 4-7. The defending region champions and state champions, the Alchese Lady Falcons, are in 6th position at 3-7, and Ganado rounds it out at 2-8. Standings in the 3A North, and we are 1 week away from the 3A North Region Basketball Tournament next Thursday. We'll grab this final timeout, everybody. Last timeout, and begin the second half in a moment here at the Wildcat Den, everybody. This is Northland Basketball. It's presented by Choice, NTUA Wireless.
What can you do for that special Valentine in your life? How about take them out for a romantic steak dinner at Cattleman's Steakhouse, followed by 2 movie tickets to the WME theaters. Then let them know their name is in the hat to win a Valentine adventure they will never forget. Premium VIP front row tickets to Blake Shelton live in concert with special guests Dustin Lynch and Emily Ann Roberts. And if it couldn't get any better, add $1,000 cash. Happy Valentine's Day. If you have a broken windshield, call the experts at Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint and treat your Valentine to steak dinner, the movies, and a shot at front row tickets to see Blake Shelton live in concert and $1,000 cash. Call today.
536-597 Mountain Mobile Auto Glass. Cash back to you. Woohoo!
Laughs can be like people, a little fun and a little unique. Who doesn't love a good guffaw? And the snort? That will always be a classic. Then there's the wheeze. Nothing like the imitation of a dying vacuum cleaner to make your day. The Furniture Gallery is committed to helping you find what makes you, you. Not only will they match your style, they will do it with your budget in mind. The Furniture Gallery, located in Snowflake, will help make your house into a home. And they'll do whatever it takes to make you a customer for life.
The team at Beam & Will Drilling is like a great football team. They work hard, they work as a team, and they play to win. Their reputation is second to none, and they proudly call the White Mountains their home, even though they complete projects throughout the entire southwestern United States and beyond. No project is too big or too small for Beam & Well Drilling, so when the time comes for you to punch a hole in the ground, remember the White Mountains' top well drilling team, Beam & Well Drilling. Call anytime, 928-205-7647. Go deep with Beam & Well Drilling.
The second half is underway. We are 20 seconds into it. The Wildcats got the opening possession of the third quarter, and Koayazi's first shot attempt from over the top is a three-point basket. It's good. And the answer on the other end is not going to land for Kaylee Manygoats and Monument Valley. So an opportunity right here to get a couple of shots to start the second half for the Wildcats. There's a drive, and Koayazi is going to end up on the ground. She got contact on the way in. 2 shots coming up for Koa. And the lady guilty is Kieran Mann. That's Kieran's first foul, second foul. 2 fouls on Kieran today. By the way, during my conversation with Coach Floco in the first half, I was not able to keep very good track of fouls, and we realized at halftime that Letitia Mute, one of the more dynamic players here in the North, and certainly a great player on this Monument Valley team, she's got foul trouble, and she is not in the game right now. She started the game originally, not in the game now. She's got 4 fouls, Letitia. So she's on the bench for Coach Boca Claw. And that's the Page Sand Devils. We'll see them tomorrow. Sorry, I mean Coach Jason Franklin and Monument Valley. Here's the long outlet pass after a takeaway by Dijon White. And that'll go out of bounds. The home team starts this second half with Dijon White out there. Desiree Yazzie is on the floor. Also, Alyssa Williams in the lineup. Jaden Lynch is out there, and Koa Yazzie are the 5. One of those ladies about to exit the game, though. Coach Francine McCurtain of Chinle has gotten somebody off the bench. Koa Yazzie blocks a shot. She came out, stepped out on the dangerous Corey Sandoval. Corey had 4 threes in the first half. Corey has 12 points in the game. All of those 3-point baskets are hers. Look at that, dribble in and spot up from about 16 feet away. That shot is good for Karen Mann. Karen's got double figures now, 10 points for her in the game. 2 of those Mustang teammates in double figures. Her 10 points and the 12 points for Corey Sandoval. In the paint, shot good. Count that for Karen Mann. Great job creating the shot just inside the free throw line, and then she got the contact as well. The shot went in. Alyssa Williams has 2 fouls now for the Wildcats. Koyazi, by the way, has a pair of fouls as well. Jaden Lynch has 2 fouls. The lady at the line has 12 points. 13 in the game for Karen Mann. And already a 34-17 lead for the Mustangs. Boy, Monument Valley has come on. Remember when they had all those injuries and they struggled early on in the season? You kept scratching your head wondering what is going on with the Mustangs. They just seem so much better than this, but it was injuries and it was some illness from time to time. It was a lot of things were conspiring. And Monument Valley struggled until finally January, and maybe a little bit in December, but in January they started getting their ladies healthy, getting them back. Look at the results. Now, Chinle as well has had their issues dealing with injuries. The DeJoan White injury was the big one, but you know, she's back now, and at times the Wildcats have looked impressive, very impressive. However, consistency has been a bit of an issue. Look at the shot from downtown. Koyazi found some space, and I'm telling you, she was way downtown for her second 3 of the third quarter in this game, trying to keep her team in position to make the comeback. But then after a Karen Mann pass inside, this shot is good for Josetta Miles, her first bucket today, and then a timeout. Looks like the Mustangs are going to grab that. Look at this. How do you like a 22-foot 3-point bucket for Koyazi? Stand by, folks. We'll grab a timeout. This is Northland Basketball, presented by Choice NTUA Wireless.
Holbrook Family Dentistry is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio's Northland Basketball. They've been serving Holbrook and the surrounding area since 2000, and they cheer for all our local teams and love it when the North succeeds. Holbrook Family Dentistry's 3 dentists are all general dentists from our local area, so they can perform most type of procedures in-house. They pride themselves on their ethics and kindness and genuinely love working with the communities of Northern Arizona. Come see us at Holbrook Family Dentistry on Iowa Street in Holbrook, or call 928-524-6854.
We'll come back in from the timeout here, everybody. Third quarter action at the Wildcat Den. Monument Valley 36, Chinle 20. Hey, going to tell our producer, Derek Simmons, I see a comment on our YouTube chat. Somebody said, see, where is it here? Oh, somebody says, please focus your camera. Please focus your camera. I will say this about the cameras. We rely on autofocus. You can't shoot fast-moving action like a basketball game, football, baseball game. You can't shoot that without autofocus. So when you say please, oh, look at the defensive play by Koyazi. Ko's come out, hit 2 threes on the offensive end, and then she just said no way to Shoni Mayava. Rejected that shot out of bounds. You'll watch it again on the replay with a focused camera. Look at this. Yeah, Koa says, not in my house. Not in my den. Do they ever say, I'm going to ask technical director Julio K, he's right here next to me as you watch the inbound to Corey Sandoval. Now this time in the shot block attempt, Koa is going to commit a foul. Can you say, not in my Hogan? Can Julio, is that acceptable? All right, I might throw that one out the next time we get a nice shot block out there. Koa has picked up personal foul number 3 in the game. 3 on Koa. Now she's got a kind of step off a little bit defensively as Corey Sandoval hits one and then another, and it's 38-20. Corey has 14 points. Teammate Karen Mann has 13 points. On the other side, Koyazi has 10 points for the Wildcats. Pass underneath Nevaeh Jishi. It was tipped. She's able to control. She is surrounded. Timeout taken by Coach Francine McCurtain from the Wildcats sideline. We'll stick right here, everybody, and let you know that we're giving away these two things right here. These are, let's get a shot here of the two gas cards. We're getting a crowd shot. Oh, there's Mo. You got to put him up on the screen though. There's Mo. Mo's got it. Look at the t-shirt Mo got. Somebody from this Wildcats team gave Mo a t-shirt. And look at the t-shirt. Look at the hat. Look at the Wildcat. He's got the Mo beanie. He's got the Mo beanie. That is awesome. Whoever came up with that, whoever did that, deserves a huge bit of credit and a pat on the back. That is awesome. That is awesome, and it is well-deserved for Mo. Here's these two gas cards that we're going to give away to an official. We were going to try to do that tonight, but I don't know if we'll be able to. It might be tomorrow. We got to get all those names into a random drawing thing, and then we're going to need to draw. And these two will go to an official. Okay, so we're going to give those away to some AIA official doing stuff. We're also going to give away two $25 gas cards as gifts. And those gas cards, one we'll give away here in the second half of this game. The other we're going to give away in the second half of the boys' game coming up. Those are two gas cards from State Representative Myron Sosi from District 6. Many of you know Myron. You probably all know his name. He does represent the entire Navajo Nation. He represents the Navajo Nation, the Hopi tribe, the White Mountain Apache tribe, and down even San Carlos area. He's got a very, very big district that he represents, and he's a big fan, of course, of Northland basketball. In fact, Myron Sosi's from right here at Chinle. He's a Wildcats fan, but he's a fan of all these teams that we get to cover and that are in his district, as you watch Corey Sandoval deliver that one. So I want to say a big thank you to Myron Sosi, Representative Myron Sosi. He's going to join us as a sponsor of our broadcast coverage of Northland basketball through the month of February as we get into this postseason with the region tournament coming up starting on Thursday. State tournament coverage that we'll have for you here at the Sports Zone. And thank you to Myron Sosi. He will give away a $25 gas card here during this game. We'll start talking about that in a moment. As you watch the shot from Alyssa Williams, that would not go in. Jaden Lynch trying in the paint. She lost the handle. Long outlet from Monument Valley. Can Jazana Miles do it? The turnaround, and the left hand is not going to go in. That's going to bound around, and Kaylee Manigoats follows the play, comes up with it, and her shot is no good. Rebound, Alyssa Williams. Here comes Chinle with the basketball. Up the floor, bounce it right side. Shot on the way. That shot is good. Georgia Vasquez connecting from the right side. They're going to count that as a 2. And we're going to get a whistle. I think Jazana Miles is shaken up there from Monument Valley. She got boinked around or something, so they're going to get her off the floor for a quick second. You looked at replay there. Great shot from our production crew. That Georgia Vasquez jump shot. 1:44 remaining in the third quarter. So let's see here. Let's see, coming up in the fourth quarter, how are we going to give away a $25 gas card? That's the question, people. That is the question. And we're going to get contact, and the shot good. Desiree Yazzie trying to trail that play. Made the contact, but if you're going to foul like that, you got to make sure they don't make the shot, right? Isn't that how it goes? Isn't that what Coach says? Well, you're going to foul in that situation. Make sure the shot doesn't go in, but it did, and that's the first foul of the game on Desiree Yazzie. And the and one is good for Chenoa Gray. She's got the 2, and then the 1, and 40. Oh, sorry. Let me go like this, fix my book. It's 43-22, 43-22. Hey, that shot good. That's a 3 from over the top. Coming in off the bench to knock it down is Hanneke Nez for the Wildcats. MV with the ball at the top. approaching the 1 minute mark in the third quarter. See, how do we do it in the fourth quarter? How will we give you a chance to win a gas card? Nice pass inside, and that is going to find Bené Smith. Bené with her first points of the game for the Mustangs. 20-point advantage right now from Monument Valley. Boy, they are on fire. Koa trying to keep her team in the game from 13 feet away, just inside the paint there. The shot is good. Nice turnaround by Koa, but boy, I tell you, that Wildcat team got a lot of work ahead of them as we close out the third quarter. 35 seconds left in the period and 18 seconds on the shot clock. All right, let's see here. Turnaround, shot good. That is a beautiful display by Kieran Mann. She has really, really shown us her jump shot today, hasn't she? Hey, there's one, speaking of jump shots. How about this? You come in off the bench and Caitlin Ashley doing just that with a big three for the Wildcats. Those threes are helping. Need more of them. Steal. Shot good. 2 seconds left. The quarter will end just like that. 47-32. Monument Valley's got a big lead, but the Mustangs shaved 5 points off that lead in the last moment or so. A big three by Caitlin Ashley, and then she followed with that too right there. And it's a 15-point Monument Valley lead. The fourth quarter is next. This is Northland Basketball presented by Choice NTUA Wireless.
With Choice NTUA Wireless, you can work, stream, surf, and play with the full power of our broadband service. We have expanded our network for more coverage and improved internet plans for your home. Visit one of our Choice NTUA Wireless locations nearest you to get started. Give us a call at 928-730-2273 or go online now to choice-wireless.com/broadband and order your home internet connection today. Choice NTUA Wireless. Navajo owned, Navajo proud.
Not only does Perkins Cinders dominate site excavation, driveway building, and underground utility installation, they operate cinder pits and mines where they are literally crushing materials year-round. Don't just finish a construction job, crush it. Perkins Cinders, helping you get a load of this.
Here we go. Back to the action with, who is that, Cindy Lauper in the background? Girls, just want to have fun? It's called basketball. Of course it's fun. We welcome you in, everybody, to the Wildcat Den. Chinle hosting Monument Valley, and this varsity doubleheader. The girls playing right now, playing first. And the inbound from Monument Valley starts the fourth quarter. Clock gets rolling, and Kieran Mann handles the ball now at the top of the key. Georgia Vasquez, man-to-man defense on her. Stay in close. Shoni Mayava. And the bounce pass is going to skip off of Monument Valley's hands, out of bounds. Skylin Ray the last to touch it. There's Jason Franklin calling it out, calling the defense out for his Mustangs team. 47-32, Monument Valley in front. Okay, thank you to Myron Sosi, Representative Myron Sosi, who would like to give away a couple of gas cards to you today, to somebody. So here's what you're going to do for the remainder of this basketball game. We're going to carry the same question over into the next game as well. And we'll draw somebody's name here from the chat, the live chat of the girls' game. We'll draw somebody's name from the boys' game later. And we'll have 2 winners of these $25 gas cards. Does that make sense? Good. So here is the question as Nevaeh Jishi gets called for the foul, and going to the free throw line is Shoni Mayava. Shoni has yet to get in the scoring column. Well, she did just now. Shot is good. Oh, yeah, she got the 2, didn't she? They counted the basket. So 50-32, Monument Valley comfortably in front here. Monument Valley trying to get into the third position, secure the third position, third seed for the upcoming 3A North Region Basketball Tournament. The best that they can do is third place seeding for that tournament. By the way, the top 2 finishers for both the boys and girls in the 3A North Region Tournament get automatic playoff spots, state playoffs. Here's a shot. Long range 2 is up, no good. Monument Valley gets the rebound. So the question is this. We want you to tell us who you think well, let's see. The Chiefs and the 49ers are playing in the Super Bowl, right? It's Kansas City and San Francisco. And in the history of those 2 great teams, they've had some great quarterbacks. They both have great quarterbacks now. And, I mean, Patrick Mahomes, when you just think about what he has done I think, 5 straight AFC Championship game appearances. He's already a Super Bowl champion. A lot of people like to hate on Patrick Mahomes, and I don't entirely get it. I just don't, because Patrick Mahomes' record of accomplishment is second to nobody in the NFL right now. Nobody. So you watch that shot miss and Koa get the rebound. So he's a great quarterback, one of the all-time greatest. Arguably the best Chiefs quarterback of all time. Here's Jaden Lynch. And that's a big three from Monument Valley, and a timeout taken from the Chinle bench on the make. Big shot. Jaden Lynch cashing in right there, getting some love from her teammates after giving them a much-needed basket. And right now is when the Wildcats have to get their work done. They've got to get some takeaways, force some mistakes. And they've got to hit 3 or 4 of those shots right there. Get this thing down first to a single-digits game and see if they can then get it to somewhere around 5. It's doable. We've seen it happen a lot, even with the limited time remaining. But, again, it's going to be tough, especially against this quality Monument Valley team. 50-35. So here's the deal. The Chiefs have had some good quarterbacks in their days, and Patrick Mahomes is an amazing example. The 49ers have had some great quarterbacks. All right, Joe Montana. Anybody? Let's see. Steve Young was pretty gnarly. The guy taking snaps right now, Brock Purdy. I love this guy. I'm not ready yet to put him in their category, but he is the all-time single-season leading passer in 49ers history. That's how good he is. Of course, he gets one extra game, right? 17 games. So the question is, just on our chat, tell us who you think the all-time greatest Chiefs or 49ers quarterback has been. Just think about the history, and it doesn't matter. There's no right answer here. We just want to hear your answer and put your name in, and then we'll do a drawing, and somebody, just for answering the question, is going to get a $25 gas card from Representative Myron Sosi, who wants to remind us all about sportsmanship, the importance of sportsmanship. The student athletes, of course, and they are exercising great sportsmanship out there tonight on the floor. But us as well, fans and parents and spectators, broadcasters got to watch themselves. We need to have a good attitude. Certainly know I try to. Try not to get over emotional, make any big mistakes. Look at this. Look at Letitia Mute, her 4 fouls, and defensively still making plays. Made a great play there, the takeaway, and then the basket for Letitia. She's got 7 points in the game for Monument Valley. So go to our, and I do need to tell you that we're checking the YouTube chat, not the Facebook chat. If you're watching on Facebook, as we watch Nevaeh Jishi cash in from the top of the key. That was a great shot by Nevaeh. Count to 3. Hey, listen, the Wildcats are hitting a bunch of threes. And let's see if they do it right here. A big 3 would get this down to an 11-point game. Can they do it? There's the runner. It's going to be a 2, and it's a 12-point game. That's Nevaeh again. Back-to-back possessions with Nevaeh Jishi getting big shots. The Wildcats working hard to get something put together, and we're going to get a blocking foul on Koayazi. Koa tried to back off in time to get the, it wasn't me kind of call, but unfortunately she does get called, and now that's her 4th. It's the 4th foul of the game, and just hopeful that the player on the floor is that Shoney? I'm looking at the other ladies on the floor. I can't tell. Yeah, that's Shoney Mayava right here. You'll see that contact, and she came down on the basketball. Her torso on the basketball, and the picture tells the entire story. Let's hope that Shoney is okay. And that was a rough one right there. How many of us have done that, right? You land on it, you lose your breath. I don't know if she got the air knocked out or some other injury. She might be hurting. Her rib cage might have got hurt on that. That's a tough one. Who among us hasn't had that happen at least once? And when you do, it is not fun. Hey, look at the crowd. Look at the crowd this one tonight. Man, the fans have done a tremendous job showing up out here tonight at the Wildcat Den as the coaches were able to help Shoney get to her feet. And she is going to get to the bench. Thank you to Choice NTUA Wireless for their broadcast sponsorship of Northland basketball. Look at the fans here tonight at the Wildcat Den. What a turnout. Inbound on the way. Genoa Gray has joined the lineup for Monument Valley. There's Corey Sandoval, guarded closely by Kowayazi. Doesn't want to give that space for a three-point try. Lob inside. Sandoval able to control it, and then it's knocked out. Knocked out. They say Koa touched it last, out of bounds. So go on our Sports Zone Radio YouTube channel. Watch the game there. If you're on Facebook, please go over to YouTube, because if you want to win that gas card, that's where we're going to be taking your comments as you tell us who you think the all-time greatest either 49ers or Chiefs quarterback is. Either one of those teams. We don't care which one you choose to pick. As I look at some of your answers, there's Patrick Mahomes. There's Joe Montana for both, right? He was a Chief quarterback at one time. Hey, there's an offensive rebound. DeJohn White. Dropping that in. DeJohn's got 10 in the game now. Corey Sandoval from over the top. Three-point try, no good. Good hustle rebound by Kaylee Menigoats, and the reverse lay-in is good. Letitia Mute. Hey, Letitia, making a strong case for the Sports Zone's player of the game. It's brought to you by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. We'll announce it at the end of this one. DeJohn to the corner. And there's another candidate for the player of the game, Letitia Mute. She's had a great, great game as she defends it. Did I say her a moment ago? I think maybe I did. Letitia in the running for player of the game. Corey Sandoval is who I meant to say also and mention her name. Corey, what a game. She has been deadly outside today, hit 4 threes. She's got 16 points. That leads the scoring right now. Monument Valley. And another candidate would be Karen Mann with 15 points. There's a pull-up for Jaden Lynch. She won't go in, and a rebound for Karen. She's going to control. To Kaylee Menigoats. Ball was loose. Knocked out by, I think Chinle touched it last. Nope, the official says it was Monument Valley. Got some contact on it last. Yeah, Monument Valley with the contact. Chinle with the basketball. So 54-42 is the score. Let me check. Somebody said Joe Montana, 49ers. Dom Lopez says Kaepernick. We got to vote for Kaepernick. He did give the laughing so hard I'm crying emoji. Boy, there's a lot of Patrick Mahomes votes. Joe Montana right there. Joe Montana. I'd like to hear from Stephen Young, the athletic director at Monument Valley. He is a diehard 49ers fan. He's one of the biggest 49ers fans I've ever met. I'd like to know who his all-time favorite is. Would it be a guy who has a name a lot like his? Is there any way on earth he wouldn't say Steve Young? Here's an inbound, and the shot is good. Stolen, and the make by Letitia Mute. She is starting to make a strong case as she steals another one. A strong case for the Sports Zone's player of the game. There's a drop back pass from Shoney to Letitia. She is fouled. That is only the third foul of the game, of the fourth quarter on the Wildcats. Are they going to give her 2 shots out of that? Well, I guess she was shooting. Take another look right here at the takeaway a moment ago. Letitia. First one did not go in. The second one is a little off the mark. And a whistle, and I think we're going to get another. Going to do that one again. Lane violation. So Letitia will try one more time at that. Let's see some of your answers out there. Jerry Rice. Man, I don't think so. Somebody else said Len Dawson. There's a classic little video clip of Len Dawson on the sidelines. You know, this is like late 60s, maybe early 70s. Len Dawson, all those many years ago, that he was the star quarterback of the Chiefs. Sitting on like it's somewhere advanced in a game. It's toward the end of the game. Maybe it's after a game, and he's there. Maybe he's got his pads off, sitting on the bench. And you can tell it's just been a long night, long day, frustrations, whatever, and he's sitting there smoking a cigarette. Smoking a cigarette there on the bench. The old days in the NFL, you did a lot of stuff. Joe Montana used to talk about, as you watch Letitia Mute again, she's got 13 points in the game. What a game for Letitia. Joe Montana used to talk about calling his wife on the phone. You know that phone the quarterbacks, when you think they're talking to the offensive coordinator upstairs. Well, Joe Montana is like calling his wife. Found out that it had dial tone and it would make a call. There's a pass to the high post, and then now outside for three on the way. Corey Sandoval says, you might want to think about me for the Sports Zone's player of the game. Corey, 19 in the game for Monument Valley. They're going to get this win. Final minute of play right here, 61-44. Monument Valley will be in third place alone in the 3A North Region standings at the end of the night. Let's see who else out there voting. Let's see. Purdy said, they say Purdy. Purdy is definitely the greatest for the 49ers. Definitely the greatest. Wow, what a definitive. That three is no good for Sandoval. Rebound, Letitia Mute. Letitia's numbers are great. That one out of bounds. That's going to belong to MV. They say it was touched by. I see that, Derek Simmons, Jeff Garcia. I see that. You can't slip that by me, Jeff Garcia. Shame on you. Shame on you. Somebody called AZ Seller said, Steve Young, I dislike him the most. That is an awesome comment. I hate him less than everybody else. That is a really good way to put it. I'm a huge 49ers fan. I was originally a Rams fan. So my whole life has been you got to hate the 49ers. When I was a Rams fan for a long time, the 70s and 80s and most of the 90s, when I was a Rams fan, I hated the 49ers. You had to. And then I became a Cardinals fan when the Rams moved from Los Angeles and the Cardinals moved to Arizona. You watch Letitia make both foul shots. She's got 15 in the game, 27 seconds left here. When I became a Cardinals fan, I still had to hate the 49ers. Then I had to figure out a way to hate the Rams. Hey, there's a three off the bench for the Wildcats. Connie Burns has come in, and Connie's first shot is good, but Monument Valley going to win this thing. 12 seconds left. Anyway, I hated the 49ers, and I always hated these quarterbacks. So for me, it would have been that would be the story, except that I find myself, with this game ending here, I find myself loving Brock Purdy. I really love the guy. A lot of that has to do with him coming from Arizona here and the underdog stuff that's going on. A lot of people dogging on that dude, and all he does is win, no matter what. Monument Valley as well. The Mustangs win this one, 63-47. We'll talk to the Sports Zone's player of the game, presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. We've got a vote for Letitia. We've got a vote for Corey Sandoval, and let's get a vote from up on top. What do we got up there? Okay, there's another vote for Letitia. I vote for Corey Sandoval. So we've got a tie. And why don't you quickly ask Coach Franklin if he'll break that tie, okay? And we'll see who we get to talk to here in a moment and award one of those fantastic Sports Zone Player of the Game t-shirts. They come to you from our good friends at White Mountain Regional Medical Center. What a game tonight here. Game one of the broadcast doubleheader. Great job by Monument Valley. It's Corey Sandoval, everybody. She led the scoring with 19. She hit 5 threes in the game for Monument Valley. What a game for Corey. And I'll tell you, Letitia would be a great selection as well. What a complete game Letitia played. Even with 4 fouls, she was making a ton of defensive plays. She must have had 2 or 3 more steals, and you name it, other great defensive plays for this team, even with the 4 fouls that she had early on in the second half. She scored 15 points. 10 of that came in the fourth quarter to help secure this win. So a great job by Letitia. Karen Mann played great, 15 points for her. Others on this MV team, 3 points for Chinoa Gray, 3 points for Shoni Mayava. We hope that she is okay, injured earlier. Jazana Miles, Bené Smith, and Skylin Ray had 2 points each. So did Tyron Begay. There's all your scoring right there. There's all your scoring. Yeah, that's a big smile. I like that. Hey, Corey.
Hello.
You have a great smile.
Thank you.
You seem a little bit happy about things tonight. A little bit?
Yeah.
All right, let's roll tape. Hey, everybody, welcome back in courtside at the Wildcat Den, Chinle High School, and a road victory in the 3A North region for Monument Valley. They have defeated the Chinle Lady Wildcats by a final count of 63-47. That score on your screen is not accurate, folks. Final score was 63-47. Congratulations to Monument Valley. And let's talk to the Sports Zone's player of the game, presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. Corey Sandoval knocking him down tonight. Corey, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Well, Corey, 19 points for your night. Led the team in scoring, but you were deadly dangerous shooting threes tonight. 5 threes, and in that first quarter, you came out, hit 3 in a row. How did that feel?
Man, it felt amazing. Just got to keep shooting, and it just felt amazing.
It did, didn't it? It did. Sometimes it feels so good, it's hard to come up with the words, isn't it? But your team played so well, and Corey, watch out. Don't get run over by those Wildcats right there. Corey, the Mustangs are playing great basketball. Your ladies have been, just in this month of January, it's been so impressive. Tell me, from your perspective, your thoughts on how the team is playing.
We're playing pretty aggressive. Our defense, awesome. We're having a lot of fun. I think it's
just exactly what you'd want it to be, isn't it? Can I ask you about Letitia Mute and her game today? What a great game by Letitia. That fourth quarter, she scored 10 points. She had 15 in the game, and her defense was amazing.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about what it's like playing with Letitia.
She's pretty fast. She's funny. Pretty fast, and
she's fast.
Yeah, she's fast.
You can say it 10 times because that is what everybody needs to know about her. It's hard to deal with her speed, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you got Kieran Mann. What a great game. She had 15 points. So overall, you like what's going on with your team? And maybe I ask the question in this way. Should the rest of the state be worried about the Monument Valley Mustangs?
Yep, they should.
Be worried. Be very worried, right? Well done today. You are deadly outside.
Thank you.
Hey, show them that T-shirt. I know you got some pictures for some of the friends and fam, but we got to show the others out there. See what you get. That's good stuff right there. You're going to look good in that, Corey. Thank you. All right.
Thank you.
Great job tonight by Corey Sandoval. 19 points to help lead the Monument Valley Lady Mustangs to a 63-47 victory over the Chinle Lady Wildcats in 3A North Region play. Thank you to White Mountain Regional Medical Center for bringing you the Sports Zone's player of the game. All right, sports fans. Here comes the confident head coach of this Monument Valley team. Coach.
Depends on what day it is as far as the confidence.
Walking
right?
with a little confidence right there, my man. Let's get our post game rolling again. Back in here to Chinle High School, where Monument Valley has picked up a road victory in the 3A North Region girls regular season. The Monument Valley girls have defeated Chinle 63-47, and the head coach of Monument Valley joins us now. His name is Jason Franklin. Coach, team played a great game tonight.
Yeah, they did. They shared the ball really well. They worked really well together. We've been through so much this year, and just against Winter Rock, we lost another player who's been, she's been really coming along and learning our system. Danae Parrish is another one that we've lost now for another 6 weeks. So we're down to bare bones here, and I'm going to start picking from Brian Begay's cupboard here in a little bit and bringing some girls out of the JV be with us for the regional tournament. And
it's almost like interviewing a football coach, because this is what you deal with in football.
Well, you are interviewing a football coach, right? So
a football coach and a great football player in your day and a great basketball player. You got all of that, Coach. But your team, I feel for you, man, with the injuries, the situations you're dealing with out there. Yeah. How are you managing to make sure the girls are motivated when, just when you feel like things are going your way, and then you get an injury? Tonight, Shoni Mayava, I hope she's okay. She landed awkwardly on the basketball earlier.
Yeah, she landed on the ball. Got the wind knocked out of her.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was just the wind.
Yeah.
We've all been there.
Oh, I was teasing her. If you would have played football like I told you to, you would have been used to this. Yeah. I was teasing her out there.
Yeah, it would have happened to you already. But your team is playing well. Are you happy about it?
What we're trying to find more than anything is consistency. You talked about we played well tonight. We've been overcoming so much. Nights like tonight, whenever a few of Corey's shots are falling and a few shots for Koa and Dijon aren't going down, that helps your confidence a little bit. And you start sharing the ball a little bit more easily, and you start smiling a little bit more. But when your shots aren't falling and, Jada Brown and Malicia Nelson are knocking them down like crazy, it does a little something different to your confidence. So we're trying to learn how to not ride that roller coaster and just play in the flow.
Well, I hear you, Coach, and I hear that respect for those other great players and teams in the North here. Hats off to you on that. Let me ask you then about seeding for the tournament, because the win tonight helps you edge and ease your way a little more toward maybe getting the third seed, because can't get the second, can't get the first. No. Do you have a preference? Does it matter to you? What's the mentality thinking about the upcoming tournament?
Been in this tournament so many times that it kind of feels like if you start to get comfortable, that's when somebody, comes up and spanks you by 30, no matter if you're a lower seed or a higher seed. So I just hope that, whoever we play, we show up with some of that confidence, and we're able to, especially on offense, play with some fluidity and play with that Mustang aggressiveness on defense. I hope so.
We know you'll be playing next Thursday, and we'll be there, Coach, to see you. So congratulations on the win tonight. Well done.
Awesome.
Keep it going, okay?
Hey, and congratulations to you on the Hall of Fame, man. Now I get to say I know a Hall of Famer.
I appreciate that, Coach. Can you do me this favor then before you walk away? Can I get a picture of you with this trophy right here?
Absolutely.
It would mean a lot to me if you would take a picture with me, okay?
Absolutely.
All right, there's Coach Jason Franklin. Don't go anywhere, Coach. Let me wrap it up real quick. Go ahead and hit that closing theme. I want to thank Coach Franklin and congratulate the Wildcats, a 63-47 win. Actually, congratulate the Mustangs. 63-47 win over Chinle, everybody. Northland basketball is presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. And we wrap up the girls' game. We'll start a brand new broadcast for the boys' game here in just a moment. So please do join us for that, everybody. Please join us for that. And I want to thank our production team, our producer, Derek Simmons, our technical director is Julio K. And on camera, it's the great one, Leonard Keone, everybody. For the entire crew, Floyd Simmons, saying thanks for joining us. God bless you. We'll have that boys' game coming your way in just a few moments from the Wildcat Den. So look for it as we start a brand new broadcast on the Sports Zone Radio, YouTube, and Facebook channels. Until then, hang on for more basketball from Chinle in just a moment.